Welcome to my live stream. I hope you're going to enjoy it with me this afternoon, where I'm just focusing on some of my originals and I'm going to tell you the story behind them and why I wrote them. So please feel free to comment and tell me what you think, whether you like them or whether you don't or whatever. I really don't mind. I look forward to hearing from you and gauging what you think of these songs. Please make a donation if you are able to do so, because that's why we're doing this. Us musicians do not have work, and it's a month end again, and landlords knocking on the door, and we're not making our expenses, and me particularly in a desperate situation, just like every other musician in the industry as well. So if you can, and if you are able to, please, there is a scanning code as well as a banking details over there, so you can do whatever you can to help me out. Right, the first song I'm going to do is a song called Silly Love Song. And when I wrote this song, I decided I wanted to write a song that wasn't as deep as the rest of my songs. And it was a song that was just light-hearted and fun, like love is in the beginning. And it is like rather a silly affair when you first get involved with someone and things like that. And I also decided that no bad publicity is bad either. All publicity is good publicity. So if I could get myself sued by writing this song, it would have been cool, because then it would have put me on the map. And so I took little bits and pieces from different songs and I threw them all together and, came up with this song, and I wrote a few lyrics of my own, and I came up with Silly Love Song. And it's a very cool song, a very fun song, and very interactive as well when you do it live, and the crowd really enjoy it because it's got a good beat and there's lots of places where you can sing along as well. So here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Like I said, it's called Silly Love Song, and it really is just a silly little love song. Let's give it horns. silly love song. I hope you enjoyed that one. What am I going to do next? Oh, yes, of course. Every single musician that is not a blues musician needs to write a blues song at some point in their lives, in their career. Now, this song in particular is so relevant at the moment. Oh, let me just have a little sip. There's obviously, with COVID-19 and all the retrenchments and everything that's going on at the moment, a lot of unemployment. Unemployment is expected to soar way above 50%. And the song I wrote is a blues song. Unemployment blues. Like when you're looking for a job. And the thinking behind the song was, it's so horrible to be unemployed and to go for an interview and be judged based just on your perception, or on the perception of the guy that's doing the interview. And it just hit me hard that so many good people don't get specific jobs because the guy sitting on the other end of the table, the guy who's doing the interview, has a preconceived perception of this person. So that's sort of the line of thinking behind the song. And it's all about judging people in general for who they really are, and not just what's said on a piece of paper or first impressions or something like that. So here we go. It's called Please Mister, and it's my blues song. Because we all love writing a little blues number every now and then. Yeah, enjoy it. Always trying to live life best I can. Mostly I try to be a better man. Why can't the powers that be give me a chance to see? Day after day, it's the same old song. No chance to pass the boy. Is this the my life has become? My hand in my hand, my secret too. Please, mister, can I have this job? I have a family. Please, mister, find in your heart to look at ease. It's hope is expensive and the world is cheap. And please, mister, just get me off the street. Please, mister, find in your heart. I need a little break. No one gives me time of day. The world just doesn't wanna pay. I wanna be a good citizen, read a magazine. How hard could your job possibly be? All you have to do is look at me and make a perceptive decision based on what you see. Please, mister, can I have this job? I have a family to feed. Please, mister, find in your heart to look past the dirty feet. Soap is expensive and the world is cheap. Now please, mister, just get me off the streets. So much fun to play the blues. Not that I can really play it on guitar, but it is cool. It's so much fun to play. What I was going to do next. Right, I wrote this little song. My ex-wife challenged me one day. She said to me, you know what? And this was about 2 years after my boy was born. She said to me, you know what? You write songs so easily, and yet you haven't written a song for your son yet. And this was 2 years later. And I was like, you know what? That is a good point. And so I sat down and I decided that I was going to write a song for my son. Now, I had another child since then who is now, she's 6 years old, and I still haven't written a song for her. But you only write songs about your daughter when she's a teenager. Is that not the case? When you're like worried about her dating other boys and stuff like that. So anyway, I wrote a song about my boy, and the theme behind the song was that I wanted to drive the point home that when you have a child and you have this beautiful, beautiful little being coming to the world, it's flawless. It's perfect. And the theme that I try to drive home through this song was that you want to be seen through the eyes of your child, and you want to be as perfect and as flawless for your child you can be, just like they are when they come into the world and things like that. Now he's a little terrorist. I love him to bits. He's my favorite son in the world. But yeah, it was a very emotional song because I really appreciate the beauty of my children, and that's what I try to capture with this song. So please, let me just move this around a little bit because I don't know all the chords. It's got suspendeds in it, and but here it goes. It's a song called In Your Eyes. If I can find it. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And let me just remove that so it can stop confusing me. Right, here we go. It's been 2 years and I still don't know how to tell you what it meant to me the day you came my way. In that moment, it all became clear that the tears of joy were only there to hide away my fears. In your eyes, I see the boy I used to be. In your eyes, I see a flawless work of art. My definition, my inspiration, my everyday motivation to be the mirror of everything I see in your eyes. All my dreams came to just one breath. What did I ever do for me to ever be this? That you opened your eyes and looked at me right there, and then it all became so clear to me. Although you were the one who needed nurturing, it was me that needed rescuing. In your eyes, I see the man I wanna be. In your eyes, I see the way definition, my inspiration, my everyday motivation to be the mirror of everything I see in your eyes. I'm caught somewhere in between who you are and what I hope you'll be. Show me the way, to show you the way in your eyes. In your eyes, I see the man I wanna be. In your eyes, I see the way the world should be. My definition, my inspiration, my everyday motivation to be the mirror of everything I see. In your eyes, I see the boy I used to be. In your eyes, I see the man I wanna be. My definition, my inspiration, my everyday motivation. My definition, my inspiration, my everyday motivation. In your eyes, in your eyes. There we go. My goodness. It is quite a high song to sing, so let me have a little. Right, this next song I wrote specifically for my ex-wife at the time, and it's changed. We've gone into studio and we've redone it. It sounds very different, and it sounds very cool. I must say, I worked with Mark Scott on it for Parable 15, and he had such an interesting take on it that we actually changed the whole song totally. So it's due for release soon, but I'm not going to play that version for you. I'm going to play the original version for you, how I initially wrote it. And this will probably be the last time that I perform it like this, because I will be releasing the new version and the more improved version, I think. So the reason why I wrote the song is because I was hopelessly in love with this woman, and I just wanted her to know that I don't always say I love you, and I don't always reassure you, and you know, like, I'm not always intimate, but regardless of whether I say it or not, you just need to know that you are loved. And this is a song called You Are Loved. Here we go. The clouds are grey and the room is bright. Baby, are we ever gonna have a fight? This feels almost too good to be true. Baby, I am so in love with you. When we are together, no one else exists. Baby, we just have to persist. No dream come true could ever be this real. Baby, you know exactly how I feel. You will never have to wonder why, 'cause baby, I would never lie. When I say it, just know you are loved. This feeling comes once in a lifetime. Let's go on, enjoy each minute. Nothing else could be this right. We should get down and live it. When we are together, no one else exists. Baby, we just have to persist. No dream come true could ever be this real. Baby, you know exactly how I feel. You will never have to wonder why, 'cause baby, I would never lie. When I say it, just know you are loved. No dream come true could ever be this real. Baby, you know exactly how I feel. You will never have to wonder why, 'cause baby, I would never lie. When I say it, just know you are loved. Baby, you know exactly how you will never have to wonder why, 'cause baby, I would never lie. When I say it, just know you are loved. You are loved. You will never have to wonder why, 'cause baby, I would never lie. Just know you are loved. You are loved. Something like that. Oh my goodness. The joys of doing live songs. You see, I've already forgotten how to play some of these songs. Right, the next song I wrote was actually the very first song that I completed. And it was actually a very sad song because I wrote it in about 15 minutes, the lyrics at least, in about 15 minutes. And I searched around for musicians to work with me on the project, and I was very picky and very specific about the sound I wanted for this song. It's a song that means so much to me, and I wrote it just after a friend of mine committed suicide, and she left a 6-year-old daughter behind, and I was deeply moved by this. And there's more to the story. There's a lot more to the story than what I'm going to share with you, but like I said, I was inspired to write the song, and I worked with a few people on it, and I think we came up with something pretty damn good, because it captures the somberness and the anger and everything all in one. And this is a song called Why Did You Go? And may I just say at this point, suicide is never a solution. It may seem like an option, but it's not the solution. You always leave someone behind, and they are left with so many questions that go unanswered. So the song's called Why Did You Go? Sunset on our hearts today. Why did it have to end this way? Too many questions in my head, just lying crying in my bed. Was it all so much to handle that you had to snuff that candle? Why'd you have to go and leave when you still had so much to give? Just tell me it was worth the fight. Please tell me your winter nights, or else it all was worthless. Please tell me that you won first prize. Please tell me something, shed some light. No answer, I will never know. Please tell me why you had to go. I didn't write to ease the pain. My pen's gone dry, I have no way. I look up to the evening sky. You didn't even say goodbye. There's such a void now left to fill, and you were just that little girl that wanted love but did not find what was right there beneath your eyes. You say your reason it was good. Please say triumphant there you stood, or else it all was worthless. Please tell me this was best for you. Please tell me that I will pull through. No answer, I will never know. Please tell me why you had to go.
Why did you go?
When all is said and done,
Why did you go?
and nothing left to say.
Why did you go?
And in the darkest sky,
Why did you go?
there is a star that's got your name, got your name. Tell me what I have to do. Tell me to get over you, or else it all was worthless. Tell me how to stop crying. Tell me now to stop trying. Your answer I will never know. How it felt to have to let you go. Why did you go? Why did you go? Why did you? There we go. And remember, if you're ever in a situation where you need to talk to someone, please reach out. There are so many people that will gladly take your call and talk to you. And even me, I'm one of those people. And my number is all over the place, my email address, everything. And I really don't want anybody to go through something like that alone, because it's pointless. Right, the next song I didn't write. It was written by an incredibly talented artist in the UK, and she decided to write this song from a woman's perspective, but looking at it from a man's viewpoint. And I'll tell you what, I was listening to her late one night, and when I heard the song, I just knew that we've got to do this song. And she does a very folky version of it, very just acoustic guitar on her. And in true Noel style, we were not going to have any of that. We had to make this song a rock song. And the song's all about being in love with a crazy person. And everybody in every relationship is crazy. And it just depends on your point of view, I suppose. But anyway, the song is about a guy that with a woman that's all over the place, like most women are. But we love them nonetheless. And yeah, it's a cool song. I hope I can remember how to do this. But here it goes. She whispers in the night that she's in love with me. I held her to my chest and tried to sleep. She threw out all my stuff, wants nothing to do with me, and cried her heart out when I tried to leave. She holds my hand and tells me to love her, and I love her like I never have before, and tell her that she's beautiful and that she is the only girl for me in this devastating world. She's a broken mess, even at my best, even anymore. I watch her slip away every single day. She's not happy like she was before. She wakes up in the night and she is terrified, like something deep inside is crying out. She tries her best to tell me and wants to be held by me. I can't see myself from anybody else. She's a broken mess, even at my best. I can't save her anymore. I watch her slip away every single day. She's not happy like she was before. I can't bear to watch her fall, when I know I can't help her out. Even with all the strength in the world, it's not enough. It's not enough. She's a broken mess, even at my best. I can't save her anymore. I watch her slip away every single day. She's not happy like she was before. Yeah, it's high. Yeah, such a fun song though, and it's so cool to be in love with someone like that. Never a dull moment. Right, back in the day, initially I had an idea to do a great South African song as the first single on the album, and we never did. Yeah, I don't know why. But anyway, this song was a great song from a band called Ballyhoo, and it was a major hit in 1981 worldwide. You'll recognize it, and again, in true style and true fashion, we couldn't be bothered doing a very close to the original version type of it. So this was a song that we went on and we came second in the East Coast Radio Battle of the Bands with it, and it was quite a big song for us at the time, and we really enjoyed performing it. And I'll tell you what, if Shane Mahoney didn't write this song, I probably would have. Turns my mind in circles as I lay here all alone in my bed. The moon shines brightly through my window, and I wonder if it's true what they say, that there's a man on the moon. I have to choose one to please, and my heart can tell me what to do. And you there out of space, you seem so kind. In your honor, I'm out of my mind, or am I blind? Man on the moon. If there's a man on the moon, can you hear me calling you? Please save me from sharing my love with you. Dear man on the moon, won't you lend me a hand? 'Cause I can't make my mind up today. What would you say? Can't judge a book by its cover. All that glitters is not gold, so I'm told. Well, I retain my love once the beauty's gone. Who will lead me to the heart of the sun? Where to shall I run? Man on the moon. If there's a man on the moon, can you hear me calling you? Please save me from sharing my love with you. Dear man on the moon, won't you lend me a hand? 'Cause I can't make my mind up today. Man on the moon. With one I seem to miss the other. The grass is always greener on the other side. Who will be faithful to me now and forever? Although there's plenty of fish in the sea, be wise for me. Man on the moon. If there's a man on the moon, can you hear me calling you? Please save me from sharing my love with you. Dear man on the moon, won't you lend me a hand? 'Cause I can't make my mind up today. If there's a man on the moon, can you hear me calling you? Please save me from sharing my love with you. Dear man on the moon, won't you lend me a hand? 'Cause I can't make my mind up today. Man on the moon, what would you say? Yeah, man on the moon. what a song. I need to change guitars. I should have actually changed guitars for that song already. Right, this next song I wrote about. There was this patch where there were a lot of shootings at schools and stuff like that. And what really annoyed me about it was, not the fact that someone was shooting up schools as much as what it was how the blame was passed and shared subsequent to that. And I remember there was a big story about Slipknot being the inspiration behind one guy's desire to shoot up a school. And the media obviously took to it and, you know, made a big thing of it. And I just thought to myself, you know, let's look at the brass tacks here. And what does it boil down to? This kid goes and shoots up a school. He's obviously got issues. And you can't really get into the mind of someone like that, especially after the fact, once they've taken their own life. But I do believe that it starts on a level of parenting. And this incident that takes place at the schools started actually a very long time ago when this child was still small. And it comes down to things like love and discipline and things like that. And I think a lot of times parents don't take responsibilities for how their children end up. And that's why I wrote this song, because it's easy to blame somebody else for your flaws as a parent, and blame music and blame whatever you want. But the bottom line is, maybe if you did a better job parenting earlier on in the child's life, a lot of this could have been avoided. Now, I know that people are going to have a go at me about this, but just understand where I'm coming from. I know it's not easy being a parent, and you make a lot of mistakes and you do a lot of things. But the basic fundamentals of parenting are: love your child, discipline your child, and show them the right way through example. And that's all I'm going to say about it. And I'm going to leave it right there. So I wrote the song. It's called Color-Coded Bulletproof Vests, keeping it in the theme of schools and children and stuff like that. But it's the words are quite hard-hitting. So enjoy it. Take a listen to this. Johnny went to school today, same as every other day. Never saw it coming, no one did. Today would kill another kid. Johnny cries at home today, a friend lost in a murder's day. Never going back again. Price of education, eternal pain. At what point does this never say? Kids are carrying knives instead of pens. How many children are so gonna die because parents just won't give them time? At what point does this madness end? You call it bulletproof vest. No teachers went to school today. Silent protest to the government way. Happy and helpless crimes, trying to balance education and life. Another day of education's lost, and all this happens at such a cost. Because parents won't teach at home. The price of discipline requires no loan. At what point does this madness end? Kids are carrying guns instead of pens. How many children are so gonna die? Because parents just don't give them time. At what point does this madness end? The uniform, color-coded, bulletproof vest. Knives and guns shouldn't be the weapon of choice. Pens and books should give the children a voice. At what point does this madness end? Kids are carrying bodies of their friends. How many children are so gonna die? Because parents just don't give them time. At what point does this madness end? Uniform, color-coded, bulletproof vest. There we go. Right, so I've got a couple more to do for you. This one you all know very well. Got quite a bit of radio play and continues to. And it was my first single, and I wrote this song. I was at a gig one night, and I was looking at people, and I had, I don't really want to get too much into the whole reasoning behind the song. But for me, the song started with an idea and it turned out into something that was totally open to interpretation. And there are many ways that you can absorb this song and many perspectives that you can apply it to within your own life as well. And for me, the song is all about making choices and getting up every day with the idea of making the right choice and the best choice for the best possible outcome. And that's why I wrote this song. And it is a very popular song amongst a lot of people because they can relate to it, about being conflicted and having to make decisions, and then ultimately having to live with these decisions. But ultimately, keep your mind open and look for opportunities, because you might be so focused on one thing that you miss something else, and that song captures this as well. So I'm going to leave it there. You can work it out yourself. But this was my first single, and it's called Rock and Stone. Who has all the answers to life? choice to make. How much longer will I be? I'm caught between a rock and stone. Somebody please take me. Simple introspection tells the story. Pain and confusion broken, torn between things that he should do and the things that he should do. Who has all the answers tonight? Give me just that one choice. Caught between a rock and stone. Who's gonna take me home if I don't win this fight? Who's gonna save my life? There's no easy choice to make. How much longer will I be? Caught between a rock and stone. Somebody please take me. If there's a man on the moon or a genie in the room, if there's a God that sits upstairs or a guru that says he cares, if there's an answer in a book, someone show me where to look. Please smash this rock and stone. Somebody take me home. Caught between a rock and stone. Who's gonna take me home if I don't win this fight? Who's gonna save my life? There's no easy choice to make. How much longer will I be? I'm caught between a rock and stone. Somebody please take me home. Who's gonna save my life? If I don't win this fight, I'm caught between a rock and stone. My goodness. Yeah. Right, so I've had some fun with you today. I want to close off with probably one of the most powerful lyrics I've ever written in its simplicity. And it is something that goes on in the world and has for centuries. And it's war. We're always fighting a war somewhere in the world. And I wrote this song, and I decided to write the song from the perspective of why people go to war. And I always ask myself, why are people fighting? You know, you're always fighting either about land or money or religion. And I think the ultimate theme that goes along with it is greed. You know, you're too greedy to share, you're too greedy, you want what somebody else has got. And so I wrote the song about war, and it's quite a hard-hitting song, and I'm going to close with it because it's got a video that first. And I'm just going to hit play on the video, and once the video is finished, I'm going to come in with the song. And I would love for you to really listen to the song and take it in. And I really believe that more decision makers in the world, politicians and leaders, to listen to the song and start thinking about the reasons they do what they do, and start leading for a better solution. So the song is called "Do We Know What We Are Fighting For?" And yeah, enjoy the video, and I'll see you on the other side of this.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
Get the problem solved. What is the point to waging war? Do we know what we are fighting for? No, God is right when children die. Why do mothers have to sit and cry? What are we gonna tell our children when they wanna know our history? Back then we were civilized. The war was someone else's fight. What are we gonna tell our children? The leaders of tomorrow. What example will we set them? A life of needless sorrow. What is the point to waging war? Do we know what we are fighting for? No, God is right when children die. Why do mothers have to sit and cry? Sit and cry. What is the point to waging war? Do we know what we are fighting for? No, God is right when children die. Why do mothers have to sit and cry? What is the point to waging war? Do we know what we are fighting for? No, God is right when children die. Why do mothers have to sit and cry? What is the point to waging war? Do we know what we are fighting for? No, God is right when children die. Why do mothers have to sit and cry? Sit and cry. Sit and cry.
Thank you so much for joining the stream today. I love you guys lots, and please, if you can and want to, please share the stream first of all. It will be available on Facebook after this as a shareable video. So please share it and start watch parties, get people involved. And please, if you can and you're in a position, please donate and share a little bit, because, like I said, things are tough at the moment and we are all sitting without work. And I know that my landlord is really upset with me already. And it's tough. It's tough for him as well. It's tough for everybody. But every little bit that you can do to help us and help me particularly will be greatly appreciated. And thank you again for joining me today, and I hope that you enjoyed some of my original songs, and I will certainly do this again. And I've got some new stuff as well that's in the works, and I would love to share that with you going forward. But you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend, enjoy the rest of your evening. As a matter of fact, I'm going to crack myself a glass of wine now and just chill for the rest of the evening, and I'll catch you guys on Monday again on RTLSA. Love you lots. Good night.
It's been 2 years and I still don't know how to tell you what it meant to me the day you came my way. In that moment it all became clear that the tears of joy were only there to hide away my fear. Came true with just one breath. What did I ever do for me to ever be this blessed? You opened your eyes and looked at me right there, and then it all became so clear to me. Although you were the one that needed nurturing, it was me that needed rescuing.
الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر
God is right when children die. Why do mothers have to stay